Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Year 4 Maths on this Friday morning. I hope you're all well and looking forward to hopefully a sunny weekend. We'd like to start this morning, or I'm going to start you this morning on your normal mental maths strategies. Okay, triangles, try and do them in your head. Squares, feel free to use pencil and paper. 5 minutes. As far as you can. If you get done inside, can you find alternative methods? If you need to take a bit longer, doesn't matter. Try and get as close to 5 minutes though as you can. Press pause while you're working and press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, first question this morning, 803 times 10. Remember, you are making this number 10 times bigger. Think back to our learning. We move the number one place to the left. Okay, so we start with 803. We are going to move every digit one place to the left. And then we are going to fill up the empty column with a place holding 0. So our answer then will be 8,030. The key here as well, please remember you move the 0 as well. If you don't move the 0, you will get your answer incorrect. Okay, second question this morning, pencil and paper, 18 times 8. First method I would use or could use this morning might be abstract method of short division, because this is the most efficient. 8 eighths are 64. I'm going to carry the 6 into the tens column, and 8 ones are 8 plus 6 is 14. So the answer then is 144. If I'm thinking about partitioning as my second method, then I break up the 18 into 10 and 8. 10 eighths are 80 and 8 eighths are 64. 80 plus 64 will leave me with 144. Next question, 456 divided by 8. Method 1, you want to use bus stop, or you might want to use bus stop. Set your answer up. You're looking for how many 8s there are in 456. 8 goes into 4, doesn't work. You have to put a 0. Then we have to say 8s into 45 is 5. Well, we know that 5 eighths are 40, so there'd be 5 left over. 8s into 56, 7. So our answer then is 57. Method 2, we could partition. I've broken up them into chunks of 80 because it's a nice round number and 10 eighths are 80. So 80 divided by 8 would be 10. And I do that until I can't do any more 80s. I've got 56 left. 56 divided by 8 is 7. So we end up with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus 7, 57. And you can see that they match. Finally this morning, we've got 43 plus 34. Method 1, I might want to add 30 onto 43. So I might want to say 53, 63, 73, and then add my 4 on, which makes 77. So if I'm thinking about counting that way. Method 2, I could partition. So I could break it up into 44 and actually I've got that wrong. Should be 43 and 34. The answer will still be correct, but I'm going to add my tens and then my units together. So 40 plus 30 is 70. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, 70 plus 7 would be 77. All the best laid plans, and then you get the answer. The numbers the wrong way around. Sorry about that. Okay, being able to measure mass. Similar style words to previous lessons. We've got measure, we've got mass, we've got grams, we've got weigh, and we've got kilogram. Remembering, key piece of information again this morning, there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. Really important to remember. You need that this morning. Okay, our InFocus task this morning, we've got 3 different ways of showing the weight of chicken. Okay, and it says, the question is asking us, there is about 3.5 kilograms of chicken is needed to cook a curry for a party of 20 people. Don't know when they're having a party, but it's not happening here at the moment. And what we need to know this morning is there enough chicken here? Okay, so First of all, I'm going to ask you to press pause. And while you're pressing pause, what I want you to think about is what you need to be able to do or know to answer this question. And can we use any of our previous learning here? So have a little think about it. Press play when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. The first thing I'm going to think this morning, and you can see there that the young lady is saying, how much chicken is there altogether here? Now, it's going to be really difficult to add all of this together because they're all being shown in different ways. Okay, so where I'm going to start this morning is I'm going to start thinking about how I can change these or some of these so that they are all using the same way of showing the weight. Okay, so that we're not going to have some in kilograms, we're not going to have some in grams, we are going to make sure that they are all the same. It then makes it easy to compare and add together. Okay, first thing in our Let's Learn section this morning is, and this is something that I've been trying to stress to you on every single learning attention page this week, we're looking at how many grams there are in a kilogram. Now, in this case, I want to know how many grams there are in 2 kilograms. And I'm showing it here on this bar model. So I've got 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms. And then underneath, I've got its equivalent amount of grams. So 1 kilogram, 1,000 grams. 1 kilogram, 1,000 grams. So 2 kilograms will equal 2,000 grams. Why is it a good idea to convert this? Well, you're going to see later on that as we move through this question, it will make sense to turn everything into grams. So this is really important to hold in your head this morning, that 1 kilogram will be the same as 1,000 grams. 2 kilograms would be 2,000 grams. 3 kilograms would be 3,000 grams. Okay, very important. So here we've got 1 kilogram and 200 grams. Okay, what I'm saying here is that it's a really good idea to turn all of the weight here into grams. So 1 kilogram we know is 1,000 grams, and then we need to add 200 grams. So 1,000 grams plus 200 grams would equal 1,200 grams. 1,200 grams. Okay, now on our 3, if I flip back to here, on our 3 ways of showing our measurements here, we've got 2 kilograms of chicken on the scales. We've got 450 grams, and we've got 1 kilogram, 200 grams. Now, what I'm saying here is that we need to show, if we're going to add these together, we need to turn them all into the same unit of measurement. So I'm going to suggest turning them into grams. 2 kilograms we know is the same as 2,000 grams, okay, which we have there. 1 kilogram, 200 grams we've just shown is the same as 1,200 grams. And then finally, we've got 450 grams. And if we add all these together, then we have 3,650 grams. Now, the initial question said you needed 3,500 grams. You needed 3.5 kilograms of chicken. 3.5 kilograms of chicken. So, do we have enough? And the answer is yes, we do have enough. If we have 3.5 kilograms, we have 3,500 grams, or we need 3,500 grams, and we actually have 3,650 grams. The key to this question is making sure that you change everything so that it is the same unit, so that you can compare it properly, so that you can add it together. If you don't change it, you're going to get yourself, or you could get yourself into a tangle. Okay, now it's your turn. Can you change each of these or show each of these units of weight here on the scales in grams, please? Press pause while you're working, press play when you're ready to move on. Okay, how did you do? So the first one, you've got 2 kilograms and 250 grams. Well, 2 kilograms we know is 2,000 grams, and then we have 250 grams. So the first one should be 2,250. The second one is 3 kilograms. Well, we know that we've shown this morning that 1,000 grams is the same as 1 kilogram. So if you've got 3 kilograms, it would be 3 lots of 1,000, which would be 3,000 grams. And then finally, you've got 1.5 kilograms. Well, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. And then half a kilogram, 0.5 of a kilogram, would be 500 grams. So you would end up with 1,500 grams. Okay, next question then. Which parcel is heavier? You've got 2 parcels there. One is 1 kilogram, 580 grams, and one is 1,058 grams. Which one is heavier, and can you use a bar model to prove your answer? Press pause while you're working, press play when you're ready to start. Okay, the first thing I would do when I'm solving this question is it's really difficult to compare, I'd need to change this one so it's completely in grams. So I know that 1,000 grams will be 1 kilogram, so it will be 1,580 grams. Now, if I want to show on a bar model what I've got here, as we've just said, we have 1,000 grams and then 580 grams. And the second one, the letter here, we do have 1,000 grams, but after that, we only have 58 grams. Now you can see on the bar model which one is heavier. 1,580 is heavier than 1,058 grams. So the parcel then is heavier. Okay, it's time for your independent learning task this morning. I'd like you to use the knowledge that you've picked up in this lesson, and I want you to complete worksheet 69 and 70 in your Maths No Problem workbook. Press pause while you're working. Press play when you're ready to hear me. Okay, I hope everything's gone all right in your workbook this morning. The key important part of the information that we've learned this morning, you must change units of measurement. When you're trying to compare them, you can't compare different units of measurement. Okay, so you can't compare kilograms with grams. Okay, it's like comparing apples and pears. You've got to make sure that they are the same. Okay, that all grams, that they're either all grams or that they're either all kilograms, one or the other. That's the key piece of learning from this morning. I hope it's gone okay. Please have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you on Monday.